Is Shawk actually that good? Well, in today's video, I'll be breaking down one of his VODs from his Twitch stream to answer that question for you. Let's get into the video. So I pulled up his Twitch stream. This is a VOD from his stream literally just a few days ago. He's on Cafe. These are the bands, as you can see. And the video's in 2x speed. So let's see what he does. He's on attack first, picking Gridlock. Gridlock got nade, so it's not a bad choice. Now, I do want to preface while they're loading in, I do want to say that, like, Shawk is a really good aimer. And he kind of just messes around in ranked. I do know him a little bit personally, so I know that he doesn't take things too seriously when it comes to ranked. So I'm not gonna judge his game sense or like how hard he's trying or how hard he's calming too much because I know he's just having fun. Just like in my Jinxie and in my Bolo VOD review. Speaking of which, this man is not droning at all in the prep phase, but like I said, he's not really trying his hardest. So, I mean, do with that info what you will. But let's continue. Shawk again. Not big on trying too hard when it comes to game sense and comms. When it comes to aim and positioning, he is one of the best players content-wise that is doing it. So that's mainly what I'm going to focus on in this video. Holding an angle for potential kill. He gets a few bullets in. That was not a bad angle there. 1:45 already, so they've wasted a lot of time. Half the round, and they just dropped the hatch, so they're a little late. Trying to get the guy Pixel, maybe. This is not a bad angle. I like this Gridlock play. Oh, we just died to Christmas. I mean, other than that, I like this Gridlock play. He uses the tracks on New Hatch and his flank so that if anybody tries to flank or rotate before or after he gets the bomb down, it's going to be very difficult for them. He didn't expect the person to be Christmas, but like, to be fair, who would? The Oryx was kind of just sitting behind the desk waiting, which is a little weird, especially because the camera was destroyed. But let's go into the next round. Maybe we can actually get some good gameplay out of him. Like I said, he's not trying too hard. Let's see if we can skip over. Did they win this round? No, they lost. Damn. Well, hopefully they can win this next round. Playing Gridlock again. You already know what it is. Silent Ho. On the fuse. They are going kitchen, so that's fun. I will say breaching charges over hard breaching charges is a little weird. But again, we're not going to critique the game sense of the stratting. He is just really good at positioning and aim, so we're going to mainly focus on that. We didn't really get a good first round to do that. But this round, I hope, is going to be different. Good kill. They used info for that. Good aim, good positioning. That was really good. These fuse charges are also pretty nice. Yeah, no, they're all on common player positions, using breaching charges to make vert. That's really good. He's using the coffee angle too. Good game sense. He's positioning himself on the vert so where he only takes on one angle at a time. Gets an easy kill with that coffee angle. Good positioning. Good game sense. Good fucking damn! He's covering for his Gridlock to rotate Freezer, hopefully. Cool. Okay, so they have information on at least the side of the map that he's on, so he's holding a passive angle, and he gets the kill. That was good game sense. So like I said, with Shawk specifically, I'm not really going to be judging, like, the strats that he uses, because he's just kind of a good aimer, and his positioning is really well, but this is a great example, right? Like, anybody with terrible aim would have gotten the kill here if they had this good of positioning. He positioned himself on the vert, on the very edge of the vert, so the Jaeger could hardly shoot him back, but at the same time, he gave himself a lot of room to then swing and get the kill after the Jaeger peak. So, like, pretty good game sense, pretty good positioning here. Again, why Shawk is so good is mainly his positioning and his aim. So, let's see. Fuse again, because he knows they're probably going to go there again. What I like what he's doing specifically, and he does this in all of his streams, is whenever he's, like, talking to his teammates, he utilizes these teammates very well, and he strats with his teammates. Like I said, he's not known for his strats as somebody like Pox would be known for their strats, right? He's known more for his positioning and his good aim. But something that I like that he does with his teammates is that he actually makes strats with them and uses them to drone and get info instead of just queuing with them and hoping for the best. A lot of solo queue players queue with their teammates, but they don't utilize their teammates properly, and that's something that Shawk is very good at doing, at least in this clip. He sees that spawn peek there. No one actually peeks it, though. See, stratting, basic strats. Seeing if he can get an angle, droning in, opening the wall for his ace. So they know that there's a Mozzie and a Cav off-site, and they know they have heavy bakery presence, so they actually made the call of getting freezer wall and having gridlocks for flanks, which is a good call. The gridlock died, though, so I want to see him as Fuse either trying to play vert or at least watching a staircase on flank, because his gadget's kind of useless now that they can't take vert because of the roamers and they can't watch flanks because of gridlock. Now they're unable to take vert, so his gadget is kind of useless, so all he can really do is watch flanks if he wants to be helpful. So let's see if he does that. So he was watching brown stairs. Now that they're pushing white, he's watching white stairs. So he's doing exactly what I was saying he probably should do if he wants to win. He's droning in before he goes in. He makes a call. We can take site. He has bomb. He might be able to plant default here. He goes for a plant. He kills. Oh, okay. That's really, really good. So in normal scenarios, you would just wait for your teammate to come cover you before you make that plant. But he recognizes, hey, there's 2 off-site, there's 2 on-site. If we don't try to make a pinch here, or at least try to get a little more aggressive, we're going to get pinched on-site when I try to go for plant. So instead of sticking that plant, he kills the Wamai. But what he also does is he swings that Mozzie as well. So if I rewind this clip just a little bit, when he goes in here and he kills that Wamai. So he goes in, drones, he sees, okay, one there, right? He comes in, he tries to plant, doesn't have a teammate that covers him though, so when he gets shot, he just takes a gunfight himself. And then right here, he swings the Wamai, right? So in a scenario like this, what a lot of players will make the mistake of doing is they'll kill one player and then they'll replant. But he knows he has no teammates covering him. He knows that, as far as he knows, because he can't react to his teammate getting a call, or a kill in time, excuse me. As far as he knows, it's a 4v3, right? Because he just killed one, and he thinks there's 3 players alive because he doesn't have the reaction time of a god. So in a 4v3 scenario, when you have no cover and you have the bomb and you're already swinging, taking a gunfight, the smart, the high risk, high reward move here would be to swing and kill the Wamai, right? Now, it's lower risk if you plant the bomb, but he has no cover, so the Wamai can easily swing him here. And then also, you're leaving your team in a 4v3, as far as he knows, or a 4v2, instead of a 4v1, right? So he takes the gunfight knowing that his teammate can easily come in, take the diffuser, and kill him if he needs to. High risk, high reward play. Very high level that he swung the second guy instead of just sticking. Or, as far as I know, he could have just gotten kill hungry, right? But, like, I think that was pretty high level. Let's see how they finish the round out, though. Teammate gets the kill. Okay, good. Pretty good round for him. Pretty good round. He got some kills. He got the bomb down. He made best with what he did. One thing that he's really good at doing is adapting, especially in a TDM meta. What you have to be able to do is adapt. In a game like this, currently, where there's so much utility all the time, you have to be able to adapt to so many things. You have to be able to adapt to positioning. You have to be able to adapt to the flow of the round, which is specifically what I was talking about here, right? He could have just tried to roam clear and really, like, force his fuse play, like a lot of players do when they try to force strategies, but instead he adapted to the fact that it probably was a disadvantaged thing to do, to try to, like, force vert, and instead he just watched flank and got the bomb down, right? So, like, you can have good strats in mind, but if there's a better strat and a better avenue to take, you always want to take it and adapt instead of trying to force your strategy. Anyways, he's on defense now. Let's see if he's good at defense. He's playing Warden. Keep in mind, this clip is after the Warden nerf, so Warden is a 3 armor in this clip. He brings out a playable shield for Pixel, which is good because none of his teammates have shields. You see a lot of Warden players just sticking nitro cells these days. Again, not doing really anything to help his teammate out in the prep phase, but like I said, he doesn't really care about shit like that. He's kind of just an aimer. Sees that they have a Monty. He's just being aggressive on the skylight. Now, normally this is Shawk, right? So he's going to be aggressive on shit like this, but specifically in any player's example, if they see a Monty on skylight, they want to be aggressive because you don't want to allow that Monty to see that any of these drops are open and then have him pressure you, right? So if you're constantly being aggressive, applying ghost pressure, he's going to be a lot less likely to drop. Oh, that off angle was great. That was a great off angle for him. Something y'all should take note on. He sees that the Monty drops red, calls it out to his teammate, and instead of flanking because they know he's there from the drop, he goes to the shield, which is a lot smarter of a play. He sees the Monty, and he sees that he knows there's one red stairs because of call out, right? He sees there's a Monty in front of his face that unshields, and he knows there's one red stairs that can easily kill him. So he's in a 2v1 because his Monty, or his Mozzie, I know isn't going to help him here. He's in a 2v1 against a Monty and a player that he has no idea where he is, right? Let's see how he handles it. If it were in my shoes, I would focus out the Monty by either telling my Mozzie to go on these head holes and shoot him, or I would try to knife the shield and shoot the Monty in the legs here. But you want to sit behind the shield and take the fight with the Monty and isolate those 1v1s. Let's see if he does that. That's exactly what he did. He isolated the 1v1 with the Monty. He tries to shoot this player. He misses, unfortunately. Now, as long as he holds these feet holes and sits behind the shield, he should be fine. He should be fine. He has ADSs for his shield, I'm assuming, so he doesn't have to worry about not playing the shield here. He hears the sends on New Hatch, so he goes for a pre-fire, doesn't get it. Uses the prone holes, like I said, he probably should. 30 seconds left, so all he has to do is hold this. Uses the Warden ability! Oh my god, I've never seen a Warden use their ability. That's insane. Now, he didn't need to peek that ace at all, because all he had to do was sit on those feet holes and wait for the sentence to push him with diffuser, and he would have won the round. He peeks and dies with that mistake, though. But, you know, 15 seconds left. There's a Sens and Ace. They can easily win this with Mozzie's Nitro Cell and Legion's Impacts, or just with an aggressive swing. Mozzie gets the kill, and then Mozzie gets another kill. Cool. So, like, that was good. That was a good example, though, of how to isolate 2v1s and why Shawk has good positioning. His positioning there completely saved him, and his decision-making also completely saved him. Like, Shawk has good aim. He has, like, above average aim for sure. But I don't honestly think that that's what makes him as good of a player as people think he is. I think his decision-making is, like, S tier. So let's go into the next round. Let's see if we can get a 4-1 or a 4-2 closeout. I really don't want this game to go to overtime for the video's sake. I don't want a 30-minute video. So let's see what he does. All right, playing Warden again. They're on Kitchen. He's going for a run out here. They droned out his run out. So, okay, yeah, he gets off. That's good. That's good. That's good. He gets hatch while he's upstairs. Cool. Does he go for a spawn peek here? Doesn't see anybody. No shot he goes for a second spawn peek, especially this late. No shot it works, too. That's insane. And he gets one upstairs. Holy shit. Okay, if I were him here, you gotta play time and play passive. Because if they kill you, they even out man count. Yeah, exactly right there. Now they have a chance at winning. It's a 2v3 instead of a 2v4. Whenever you're up in man count on defense, you just gotta play passive. You just have to. When you're Shawk, though, you have the Shawk rule, which essentially means you swing everybody on last round. But, like, you know, besides that, for the average player watching this video, just play passive. He's at least giving audio calls to his teammates because he only has 2 default cams and both of them are pretty bad. So at least he's trying to give info. Yeah, he's using his randoms for audio calls. Something that's pretty good, especially if you're in a stack. He knows one's whiskey, so he's not making any noise. That's awesome. Yeah, so he did really good right there. If you could see from the tab that he pressed right there, he got 12 kills this game. Not a bad game for him. Like, a pretty good game. I think his decision-making was highlighted in that game, especially with what he was able to do. His aim, especially, was really good. So, in conclusion, do I think Shawk is, like, worth the hype? Do I think he's that good? Absolutely. I think Shawk's a great player. I don't think I've made a single VOD review of a player so far and have not agreed that they're a good player. Like, all of them, I've been like, yeah, they're exceptional. Shawk is no different. His aim is really good, but I do want to highlight one certain thing. I don't think his aim is his best thing. I think his decision-making and his positioning gets him a lot of kills that someone with his aim, with poor decision-making and poor positioning, wouldn't have gotten. So, with that out of the way, check out this video where I VOD review Jinxie, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.